There's no need for manners or courtesy or anything today, so let it all hang out. You really feel.
And what's going on, folks? We are back with more Persona 4 Arena. Now, so much text, so much dialogue, it's like reading a book. I swear to goodness. But anyway, we are back and let's begin. Now, when I open my eyes again, I'm in the school's hallway. As Narukami thinks to himself. I turn around and see the door to the music room closed behind me. Was I only summoned to the Velvet Room in spirit? There's no way for me to figure out what just happened, but I think back on what Margaret had told me.
The changes, huh?
Barack Obama, yup. Welcome to 2012. 2013. Even though the people of the Velvet Room would avoid saying much, what little they do have to say always has meaning. Well, it's true that Margaret has some. It's true that Margaret has said some strange things while I've known her, but she's never said anything meaningless while on duty. I would assume that this would be the case now. I may have to keep her words to heart. Place a bookmark? Yeah. Alright. I'm not exactly sure how long each story case is. I'm not sure how long these scenes are. But anyway, in any case, I need to concentrate on this case for now. I'm sure I'll understand the meaning behind what she said when the time comes. I must proceed. Well, the bizarre place looks nothing like Yasogami High I attended. The building seems strangely familiar as I run through it. Teddy had appeared on the monitor in the music room. From the looks of things, he appeared to be behind what was happening. But I'd heard Rize's verse over the school's PA system before my fight with Yosuke. If this school works anything like a real one, I can make a good guess as to where Teddy and Rize
Might
are.
be the announcement room.
Then let's go. But of course, things aren't that easy. Those invisible walls keep getting in my way wherever I go. It seems that some of these walls don't let anybody through, no matter if they won or lost their fights. Every single time I run into one, I'm forced to take another path. It's like my route is already set for me.
I feel like I'm being led somewhere.
I stopped for a moment in the hallway out of the practice building and muttered to myself while I take a look around. Where are they trying to lead me? At that moment...
Hey, you there! You're one of them participants in that there Grand Prix thing, right?
It's a girl from Brooklyn! It's Joey's sister! A voice that I don't recognize at all breaks me from my reverie. I don't know. What the fuck, man? I instinctively jump back and draw my sword in surprise.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the big idea? You could poke someone's eye out swinging that thing around.
Where I'm from Brooklyn, we don't get down like that. We play children card games to settle our differences. I turned to see a girl that I'd never seen before. Was she part of that crowd? No, she looks like a real person. She was caught by surprise when I suddenly pointed my weapon at her. Although she flinches, her words don't lose any of their intensity. How bold of her. That may seem like an odd thing to say, but it's what suddenly crosses my mind. But this girl doesn't seem to have any intention of attacking me. I sheath my sword but remain cautious.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Sorry ain't gonna cut it. What were you gonna do if you hurt one of the students here, huh?
What?
You can't go pulling that stuff without student council approval.
Brooklyn
Alright, the jig is
accent.
up. I'm putting the kibosh on this tournament right now.
I challenge you, Narukami, to a children's card game.
Hey, wait, hold on a second.
I don't know anything about a children's card game.
I'm not in this because I want to be. I'm trying to stop the tournament.
I'm trying to act non-threatening, but the girl continues to glare at me. You pulled a sword out on her, dumbass. Who in the world is this girl? She's wearing a Yasugami High uniform. She said something about the student council, but I don't recognize her. You don't encounter people here in this world that often. If a person is here, then they're either a persona user
Why
or...
are you here, by the way? Wait, did you fall inside a TV?
That's right. I might have put in a little differently, but if she can't enter a TV herself, the only possibility is that someone threw her in here. That was what was happening in the murders from last
All
year.
inside a TV? What kind of nonsense is that?
She's not aware of it. But if she was a persona user, I don't see why she'd hide that fact. If she was trying to keep that from me, then she wouldn't have come to talk to me like this. Then, does that mean she's a victim after all? I carefully choose my words to avoid provoking that girl and introduce myself.
I'm Yu Narukami. I was a second year at Yasugami High until last year.
Man, your name, Hiro Tatsuya, man.
Huh? Last year? But that uniform.
Oh no, this is kind of my usual equipment when I'm in the TV world.
Equipment?
Never mind. Forget it.
Well, if you were only around till last year, I ain't gonna blame you for not knowing. I'm the new student council president. Nice meeting you.
The student council president. If I'm remembering correctly, the student council election should have taken place just before the holidays. I have no knowledge of who won any of those elections since I left Inaba before they took place. That reminds me, I don't have any friends on the student council last year either. This girl may very well be the president. No reason not to believe her.
Now it's your turn to spill. You said you ain't in the tournament because you wanna be. Then what are you doing here? And what's this tournament about in the first place?
I feel that if I don't explain things very clear to her, it would only provoke her further. But trying to tell her everything about what's going on here will only confuse her. I leave out the fact that this place is inside a television and tell her about the other things that are going on. First, I tell her about Teddy, that a friend of mine is likely the one who set up this tournament. Second, that I encountered some of my friends who were dragged into this as well, but they were acting strangely. And third, that my cousin Nanako, still in elementary school, may have been dragged into this mess. The girl calling herself the president seems skeptical while I talk, but eventually she sighs.
So if I got this right, you didn't start this, but your friend did.
Uh-oh.
Well, you don't seem like you're lying.
It seems that she somehow grasped the gist of what I was trying to say. I thank her for her politeness. That's what I meant to say, not politeness. I thank her out of politeness, but she laughs and asks, why am I thanking her? There's still one more difficult task left at hand. How do I make her understand that all this is within another world, one accessed by going through a TV screen? She still appears to be energetic, but it doesn't change the fact that she's endangered. I have to get out of this world, no matter what. I have to get her out of this world. It's so hard to see the text when everything blends in. Where did that sound come from?
Hey, that sounded like it came from the gym. I ought to tell you to go home, but I get that you're worried about your sis. Come on, let's go check it out.
We both start running at the same time. I reach my full running speed when something occurs to me. I'm surprised to see Miss President keeping pace right beside me. Just standing still in this world will be strenuous for a normal person, but she doesn't seem to be out of breath. Tongue twisters all around, man. She's quite impressive. I take a moment to quietly praise the girl running next to me. My eyes are hurting trying to read the white text on this bright background. Even though they try to dim the background, it still blends in a bit. The gym! We burst into the gym where all the noise came from, but there's no one here. Instead, we see a huge pile of stacked chairs. They're twisted and intertwined everywhere on the open floor of the gym, forming huge towers that reach almost to the ceiling.
What is this? Who'd go to all this trouble?
The girl stares up at the chair, seemingly dumbfounded. Suddenly, the monitor in the gym flickers to life. And as I expected, Teddy appears again in that costume.
Oh, are you on a hot date, Sensei?
Not today, bro.
Well, that's fine with me, of course. But shouldn't you keep your mind on the fighting? Whoa, you look so mortified. That's the face I was hoping to see.
Alright, sorry about that. I had to make sure the damn microphone was still recording. But anyway, he's not saying that anything completely straight, but he's obviously hinting that he knows I'm worried about Nanako. He's not saying anything completely straight. Anyway, I know that saving Nanako is important. I can't leave Miss President here alone and abandon her in this world either. Still, I feel Teddy's words causing me to doubt myself. And Miss President raises her voice.
Hey, you! You're the ringleader of this mess, aren't you? What's the idea? Raising a ruckus like this without running it by the student council. Pack it in and clean all this up already.
She speaks as fast and clearly as she had when I first met her. After getting a clear look at her, I feel like I've come to realize where she gets her courage from. She truly wishes to protect her school. Her strong awareness of her duty is surpassing her fear. But Teddy on the monitor looks annoyed and sneers at Miss President. It's incredibly detestable. I can't believe that Teddy can even make such a malicious expression.
What's that tiny thing? I'm in the middle of an important conversation with Sensei. A yappy little mutt like you should be muzzled and sit in the corner.
Damn.
Sit, puppy. Sit.
He has absolutely no intent of dealing with her seriously. Miss President turns bright red in humiliation from being brushed off like that. This is enough. I take a step forward to put myself between the monitor and Miss President. Just let it go.
Leave this to me.
Miss President's lips are trembling. She must be angry that there is nothing she can do herself. I don't want to let those feelings continue, so I turn to face the Teddy on the monitor.
That was pretty harsh, Teddy. Hard to believe a womanizer like you would say such things.
What's so attractive about a shameless liar like her?
Liar? You know something about her?
The way he said that makes it sound as if there's some history between the two of them. But as usual, he doesn't bother to give any details in his answer.
Sensei, your opponent's getting tired of waiting for you.
Who is it?
With the next challenger, come on down!
Come on down! To your ass beating. After that line, another cloud of smoke rises from the floor, but this time it's Yukiko who appears.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe. What's the matter?
It's nothing. Are you alright? Has anything odd happened to you?
What? No, I don't think so.
Yukiko seems alarmed to see me in a defensive posture. I feel my shoulders relax in relief as I shift my weight to stand normally. It seems that she hasn't been affected like Yosuke had. I didn't think I'd be that tense though. Now that's the Yukiko I remember. She's as sharp as always, exactly what we need her. When we need her. If she's not being confused, then I can immediately ask for her help. I tried to explain what I need from
Nanako
her.
might be in here. I'm heading to the announcement room where Teddy is. I need you to protect this girl from me. She might be a victim of all this.
I motion towards Miss President standing next to me. Yukiko looks at me in surprise. I don't blame her though. But what Yukiko said next was even more
Why
surprising.
do I have to do that? It's not like I know her or anything.
I'm not going to help her because I don't know her. Is that really what she's saying? I can understand that she might be cautious when meeting someone for the first time, but would Yukiko really think that way? It's got to be the same as with Yosuke. That same uncanny sense of wrongness and is coming back to me when I hear Yukiko speak.
Not you too. Calm down and listen to me. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? I can hear you clearly. What did you mean by you too?
When I tried to question her, Yukiko's expression returns to normal. I can't tell anymore. She doesn't look like she's been controlled by someone. Am I overthinking this too much? At the very least, she doesn't seem enthusiastic about this P1
This is
Grand Prix.
probably a trick the enemy is playing on us. They're trying to get us to fight each other. I'll say it one more time, Yukiko. I'd like you to protect this girl from me.
Sorry, but I don't know how to put this. It just feels like you're being really selfish. You always help people who have nothing to do with you, and I admire that. But where does that leave us? It's always your friends who get put in danger because of your self-centeredness.
I'm used to hearing her voice, but her words are scathing. I'm convinced now. There's no obvious change in her attitude like there's been with Yosuke, but something must be warping Yukiko's words too. Her words may seem like a sound argument, but she means something else. I don't care if someone who isn't related to me gets hurt. That's definitely not something Yukiko would say. The real Yukiko would never say something that disrespects the value of a life that way. Shit! I can't see the text clearly. Don't be deluded. Whatever happened to Yosuke is happening to Yukiko too. I don't understand the details, but Yukiko hasn't had a complete change of heart.
What the? You could?
When I draw my sword, Miss President quickly tries to stop me, but I can't answer her right now. If a battle will clear up this pointless misunderstanding between us, then the time to fight is now.
Ooh, now that's our senpai. You'll show no mercy, not even to a girl if it's for your own goals. You're a real bastard with a sister complex. Keep it up and bring them all down.
This is ridiculous. I ignore the taunts being delivered in Rize's voice. Even if our words aren't getting through to each other and we have to fight without understanding what's going on, we'll come to an understanding later. I have to believe both myself and my friends. I hold my sword to the side to protect Miss President, who is standing behind me.
But you need to stay back. Whatever you see here, try to stay calm. Promise me you won't run away.
What happens next will probably surprise her greatly, but I doubt Miss President will run away. She's already shown me how strong her determination is. A glance at her over my shoulder, although she looks worried, she still gives me a slight nod of agreement. Now, time to do this. I must end this as quickly as possible.
Persona!
Izanagi. I concentrate all my senses to summon my strength of heart, my persona. Izanagi! Even if I allow myself to go easy on Yukiko, she will surely defeat me. Yukiko smiles faintly and takes her battle stance. She resisted the idea of protecting Miss President, but she seems to have no qualms whatsoever about fighting me. There's definitely something else controlling
Come,
her.
Konohana Sakuya.
Yukiko's black hair forms graceful arcs in the air as her persona Konohana Sakuya rises behind her. That's right, the usual Yukiko should have had a beautiful heart like this. Wait for me. I will shave you. Not shave you, but I will save you. If you want me to shave you, it's not gonna happen. So again, we're about to attempt this opponent on the hardest difficulty in the game. I still have it on hell mode. Again, I'm not exactly sure if the difficulty in the options affect story mode.
Finally.
Hey, I was taking a sip of my Sobe, man. Calm down, calm down. Shit. What? I got hit from it and I wasn't even touching her? What? What is going on? None of that shit even comboed. Oh my god, the fucking computer is so annoying with this shit. Fuck this easy mode combo. Whoa! No, it's over! Yes! Easy mode combos!
What a disappointment.
They did lose the lead. She was beating my ass with them fans, but she didn't get the job done. She did not get the job done.
The winner is you, Senpai! What an utter thrashing!
I love all this animosity! These cocky, self-righteous friends showing how they really feel by beating the crap out of each other. That's the real thrill of the P1 Grand Prix!
What does the P stand for? For that matter, 1. What does the P1 stand for? Anybody know? I never understood that. I don't care to hear any more of Teddy's jests. I still have reservations about fighting against my friends, but I now know that there is no other way to save them. I'm resolved to do what must be done. Also, there's no knowing if Teddy and Rize have been affected just like Yosuke and Yukiko. Obviously they have. If they are, then there's no use in trying to talk to him through the monitor like this. That's the conclusion I've come to, but Miss President seems to have other
How much
ideas.
further are you gonna push this? Why are you doing it anyway? These guys are friends. What's so much fun about making friends fight each other?
Miss President vents her frustration at Teddy's image on the monitor, but I was a bit surprised at how she worded it. She seemed more upset that he was making friends fight each other, not why he had dragged the entire school into this mess. We've only just met, but she clearly sympathizes with us and understands the pain we're going through. I'm embarrassed but proud at the same time. A girl with such compassion would be a great student council president. It's no wonder she was elected to represent the student body of Yasugami.
It's alright. Thanks, though.
It's not all right. This is...
Madness? I agree. It is madness. Perhaps her heart is a little too honest, but her anger sets my mind at ease. She's right. What General Teddy is doing right now cannot be forgiven. I glare at the monitor.
Sorry, but you're not getting your wish.
What?
Did you think this would be all it took to break us apart? That it would make us hate each other? Sorry to say, but that's a huge mistake on your part. I believe in my friends. They'll never get taken in like that.
You're so stupid! What kind of sensei are you?
I'm warning you now. If you really are Teddy, then we'll get you back to normal no matter what it takes. Even if it costs us our lives. But if you're an imposter, hiding behind Teddy's face, I will make you pay for toying with us.
He dropped the communication ASAP. He's like, fuck that. I seen what he did to Izanami. Fuck that. Teddy scoffs and turns around. The monitor suddenly switches off. Suddenly turning on us. I can't really read that. Suddenly turning on us without any signs of remorse. That's not like Teddy at all. No, he's most likely not the real Teddy. Seeing the anger in his face only strengthens my suspicions. Someone must be taking Teddy's form to make it look like he's the one committing these acts.
That girl's come around.
I immediately rush to Yukiko's side. Are you alright?
Yukiko, are you alright? I'm sorry I couldn't go easy on you.
No, it's okay. You weren't your usual self, but I could tell by your eyes that there was something going on. I'm sorry too. Did I hurt you?
Kinda, yeah. I sure wouldn't want to get into it with you again.
I try to pass it off as a joke, and we look at each other and laugh. Things are going the same way as they had with Yosuke. It's becoming clear now.
Hey, did I say things that offended you earlier?
Yes. You did.
Yukiko hesitates as if even remembering it is a difficult experience. What in the world did my illusion say to her? I bet it was something horrible. Whoever is doing this is certainly finding the most annoying way of getting us to fight. But what I supposedly said to her doesn't matter. Yukiko is still hesitant to bring it up, so I won't tell her not to worry about it.
I don't need to know what I said. I just wanted to see if my guess was right. It looks like our enemy has the power to confuse our senses. My first opponent was Yosuke, and he told me a similar story after we fought.
Huh? You said something bad to Yosuke-kun too? What did you tell him?
You sure you want to know?
I'm the only one admitting to what happened. That's not fair, is it? But the curiosity is in line with the Yukiko I know. I evade the issue with a smile and call out to Miss President who's standing behind us.
What kind of people are you? Oh, right. We used our personas.
Yeah, we should at least explain to her what's going on.
She did see everything that had just happened. This would be a good opportunity to tell her everything. I introduced Miss President and Yukiko to each other, and fill in the parts that I had left out with my previous explanation. I tell her about the personas, I tell her that we're actually in a world inside the television, and I tell her how the scenery here changes according to the hearts of people who enter it. She looks doubtful while I'm talking, but considering that she's just seen our personas only moments ago, she doesn't immediately deny it. Still, it just seems that she can't accept it at all either. She crosses her arms as if lost in thought. On the other hand, it seems that Yukiko didn't know that Yasugami High had a new student council president either. Yukiko apologizes for not paying attention to the elections in April.
And that's it in a nutshell.
So, that's what you meant by falling into a TV.
Yeah, this is definitely May.
Yeah, which makes me believe this school could be a part of your mind that's materialized.
The school came from me? That's a lot to swallow. I'm not surprised. Why is it different this time around, though? Usually the victim's shadow appears first.
That's right, I had doubts about that too. There's a reason why it's dangerous for people who can't use their personas to enter this world. Besides, the obvious reasons such as not being able to escape and being unable to protect themselves from shadows, the person's shadow separates from them. Shadows that split off are... What the fuck? Shadows that split off are strongly attached to the original people that came from and will try to harm them to try to become independent identities. I hadn't given it much thought since Miss President seems so energetic, but it's still possible that this has happened to her as well.
The Teddy who's hosting this tournament, what if he's actually this girl's shadow?
Huh?
I noticed he got agitated when I called him an imposter. A fake Teddy would mean he's someone else using Teddy's form.
I see. If this place reflects Miss President's heart, her shadow must be here. And right now, the strongest candidate is...
That's right, if we both saw an illusion, then at the very least the enemy has the power to delude our senses and make us see and hear things that aren't there. On top of that, it can alter what others hear us say and see us do. If it can do that, then I can easily see that our enemy can use that power to change its appearance. That means it could be impersonating Teddy and leading this tournament. Holy shit! That still leaves the question as to why it would take on the appearance of someone it doesn't know. I've seen shadows in the past that took on bizarre appearances, but this is the first time I've ever seen one impersonate an existing person. Does the shadow have some kind of objective? When I come to my senses, I see that Miss President has turned pale and is staring down at the ground. All this talk of shadows in another world doesn't seem to be reaching her, but she seems troubled at the thought that she might be causing all this trouble. I'm about to tell her that the actions of her shadow aren't her fault, but Miss President rises to her feet.
I'm gonna check out the announcement room. That General Teddy's behind the whole shebang, right? And if he came from me, then I gotta own up to the responsibility. A student body president, I can't let this go.
Wait, you're being reckless. We'll take care of the shadow. You need to...
What? Get out of this TV world? And how am I supposed to do that? Go on. Show me the door.
She makes a good point.
Well...
Her eyes are filled with the fire of determination just as they had been when I first met her. Her sense of responsibility and her awareness of her duty say that she will never back down.
Cousin's in the announcement room. And you're gonna go save her, right? I might not be as strong as the two of you, but I'm no slouch in a fight. Wouldn't it be better if we went together?
No, don't you understand? This world is...
I know it's dangerous, but there's gotta be something only I can do to help. Hell, that aside, can't leave after causing so much trouble. Making friends fight each other. I'm going on ahead. You don't want to waste time arguing, yeah?
Brooklyn Rage. Miss President declares this in a voice that brooks no arguments. Oh my god, that was horrible. My eyes are failing me. Alright, Miss President declares this is in a voice that brooks no argument and takes off running. Yikes, I wasn't expecting her to behave rashly like this. I remember how fast she can run. If I'm going to go after her, I need to go at once or I'll lose her.
Please, you have to go after her.
Yukiko sees me hesitate and knows exactly what to say. She's right. There's so much we don't understand, but there's no way the investigation team can let a victim run off to die. Yukiko ignores the fact that I'd be leaving her here alone and tells me to follow a girl who she's only just met. This is the exact opposite of the behavior she'd been displaying before the fight. Now that is the Yukiko Amagi I know. I'm ashamed that I've been slightly... Fuck. I am ashamed that I had even slightly let myself be confused by the way I've had heard her speak. Blah 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 blah, I'll come back for you no matter what.
I believe in you.
Believe it. Yukiko nods to me and I turn and begin running as fast as I can. I have to rely on the faint echoes of footsteps and head to pursue Miss President through the school. I can't use my memories of the school in order to navigate because the invisible walls are everywhere, but the announcement room is upstairs. That's obviously limits the path that she can take. I will catch up with her no matter what. Let's do this.